Time now for At the Market from Neiman's Family Market in St. Clair. At the Market is brought to you by CTV Community Television for Marine City in St. Clair. St. John Providence Hospital. Now let's join our host for this week's At the Market.
Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of At the Market. This week we have John, who is the sushi chef at Neiman's grocery store. And John's going to show us how he makes the sushi that's here. And we're going to just talk a little bit about sushi, because I don't know that many people who are in St. Clair know much about sushi.
Yeah, not a lot of people know about it.
No, it's probably kind of new to this area. In fact, I don't know where we would have bought sushi before you came here, John. So This is nice that you're here. So how did you get into making sushi?
I was just like, there was a lot of my friends were doing sushi.
Really?
And then
Where'd you live?
I used to live in Battle Creek, Michigan.
Huh.
So a couple hours away from here.
And they were doing sushi?
Yeah. And they it's a good way to start, you know?
Were they making sushi because they didn't have any place to go buy it as well?
No, it was just like a choice.
A choice,
Yeah.
Got it. So like where I make cheeseburgers, you were making sushi.
Yeah, I was making sushi.
Good, okay. So tell me about this.
Well, I'll be making 3 rolls today. I have spicy shrimp. This is spicy crab, which I use for like many types of rolls. Mm-hmm. And then I have tempura shrimp roll. Mm-hmm. And I'll be making those today.
Alrighty. Why don't you go ahead and start? Show me how this goes, and we'll talk while you're doing that. I see you have avocado out. Do you like to use avocado in your rolls?
Yeah, most of my rolls, they use a lot of avocado, so which I know people love.
And avocado is very healthy, very good for you. Sushi's pretty good for you too, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Do you know why?
It's just healthier.
Well, you're not deep frying it.
Yeah,
And
it's not.
it is usually fairly fresh, right?
Yes.
So I can't go home and make sushi tonight, right?
Well, you can. You just need a couple of things.
What would I need if I was going to make sushi?
You would need seasoned rice,
Yes.
which has vinegar in it. Mm-hmm. And then you just cook that, and then...
Why the vinegar in the rice?
It makes it stick, and then it has a taste to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
It's because otherwise the rice is kind of bland, so it gives a little kick. The sushi that I have had, what I've noticed is what makes it good is what you put it in, what you dip it in. The sauces.
Yeah, the soy
That it has
sauce.
a real good, mild flavor, and then you put it in the different sauces, and that's how you change up the taste.
Yeah. I do have 2 different sauces. This is like, we make them. This is spicy mayonnaise. It has a little bit kick to it. And then this is barbecue eel sauce, which is a little bit sweet.
A little bit sweet, so spicy kick, and then a little bit sweet.
Yep.
And then what are you doing with that?
I'm putting oil on my hands so then like the rice doesn't stick to my hands.
Mm-hmm. So how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it for like 2 years now. I was working under a chef, and he was teaching me how to roll and stuff.
Yeah. So do you sell a lot here?
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. So I'm having people from California come in just a few weeks, and my California children all eat sushi. They eat it constantly. That is like when we go there, their favorite meal. If I say, come on, I'll take you out to dinner, we go someplace that does sushi. And they love it. My little granddaughters, they can use chopsticks. They eat sushi like they've been doing it since they were babies. Nice mild flavor. It's a nice meat to start children on.
Could I get some seaweed real quick?
Yeah, he needs to get some seaweed real quick. By
I
all
might need
means.
that.
We're going to take a break while John gets his seaweed.
I'm Dr. Lee Becker, Chief Medical Officer for Ascension River District Hospital. I'm speaking to you on behalf of the hundreds of outstanding physicians, associates, and volunteers who provide personalized, compassionate, high-quality health care at our beautiful hospital on South River Road. We've been proudly serving this community for more than 50 years. Even more important, we plan to continue serving this community for a long time to come. Always remember that we are here when you need us, 24 hours a day, right here, right now, today, and in the future.
Well, welcome back. John has his seaweed now, so we can complete this. Go ahead, John. Explain exactly what you're doing.
All right, so usually like I grab like a handful of rice.
Yep, handful of rice.
Kind of Stick it in.
So that's seaweed like in a paper.
Yeah. And then I just kind of like use my thumb and my pointer finger to like spread them out.
Yeah.
And you want like an evenly coat around the seaweed.
I can smell the vinegar.
Yeah.
Does the seaweed have a mild flavor?
Yeah, it's not too bad. I like it. And then I just usually put quite amount of.
What kind of seasonings are those?
That is just sesame seed. It has black sesame, roasted black
Yep.
sesame seed. And,
Sesame seed. All right,
Yep.
I'm tasting the flavors.
All right.
And
And
then
then
avocado.
avocados. I just do 3 layers. And so this one, the first one we're making is a tempura shrimp roll.
Tempura shrimp roll.
Yep. This is shrimp battered fried. So
Oh, it's
then-
already pretty.
yes. So what I do is grab that corner, kind of tuck it in, roll it over, one roll, and then another roll.
Look at that.
Yep. And then,
How pretty that is.
yep. And so the next one we're gonna do, this one doesn't have avocados.
No avocados, and this is it seasoned?
This is,
Spicy?
yes, this is spicy shrimp. We mix it in with spicy mayonnaise and sriracha. It does
So-
have a little bit of kick to it.
Yep.
So grab it again.
So if I want to have a big party, can I come here and get a big tray of sushi?
Yeah, we have a quite like a variety of trays. We have like beginner trays, veggie trays, which has all the veggies in
Yep.
it. And then we do have like the professional ones where it comes with all like salmon and eel and tuna and stuff like that.
Yeah, something more interesting.
Yes.
So what kind of time do I have to give you if I want a whole tray?
Usually if you give me like an hour, I can get it
Oh,
done.
an hour. Oh, that's
yeah.
good.
So it's not. It doesn't take that long.
So I thought about it at the last moment. I could come
Yeah.
in and say, "Oh, my California people are coming in. I'm going to go get some sushi."
Yeah, that will work.
Well, I'll tell you what. Here'll be your test. I'm going to bring my California girls in,
Yeah.
and I'm going to let them try your sushi, and they'll tell you how good it is,
That sounds good.
because they're really, really experts on sushi.
So this one's just shrimp and cucumber. And
Shrimp and cucumber, and I see you made the long strips of cucumber to fit the
yeah.
roll.
And then
What is the little mat made out of?
It's just bamboo mat, and then it
Bamboo
has
mat.
a saran wrap over it.
Yeah, I can think of several things you could do with that when you're cooking.
Yeah. So this is the last roll we're making. Is a spicy California roll, which I do use for like a lot, for my chef special, my dragon roll, like, stuff like that.
What's dragon rolling?
It's a dragon. It's a type of roll. It has a thinly sliced avocado on top. Maybe I can show it to you if you want.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. California roll is kind of the common thing that people go in, and when they haven't eaten sushi or they've eaten a little bit, they always say they're going to get a California roll. I'm not sure why that is, but
It doesn't have that like. It doesn't have any raw fish, and it's not super strong.
so it's for the people who
yeah,
are timid about eating it.
yeah, people
So
that want
that's
to.
cooked.
This is cooked.
Cooked. So sushi isn't always raw fish.
Yeah, I think people mistake sushi for like raw fish.
We're going to have to tell Paul Dingman that, because he thinks sushi
Yeah.
is only raw fish.
Yeah, sushi is like it's just like a sushi rice and vinegar.
Yeah. That's
then-
what sushi is?
Yeah,
Ah.
and people mistake it for fish, and so
'Cause it
people
can
don't
be
want to try it.
Raw veg. It can be
Yeah.
vegetables too.
Yes, I do have several like vegetable rolls.
I often, if I'm feeling timid, I get a tuna roll, and then my grandchildren all tease me because I'm not eating what I should be eating if I'm at a sushi place.
Oh, okay.
So then I try it.
So we have our tempura roll, our spicy shrimp roll, and
It's beautiful.
I will show you. I'll show you the dragon roll.
Yeah, show me the dragon roll. That sounds interesting. I'm sure that, in fact, I know when Neimans was remodeling and they said they were going to have sushi, a lot of people were really excited because a lot of people travel now. And so even though they weren't eating sushi necessarily here in St. Clair, they were getting it when they traveled. Then they'd come back here and they would want sushi.
Yes. So this is like thinly
Oh,
sliced
look at that.
avocado.
That is beautiful.
And then
Oh,
we're gonna,
I'm impressed.
So that is what we call a dragon roll.
Very nice. Oh, that's a good knife.
Yeah.
Ah,
So
that is lovely. That's just lovely.
Yep.
Jen, that was just wonderful. So if people want sushi for lunch, they can come here and they can get just a simple sushi. Will you fix it for them while they wait?
Yeah, I always like say like if you ever need something, just let me know, and then whatever they want put inside, then I can make it for them.
Perfect. So
As
they
long
can
as it's not too crazy.
As long as it's not. Oh, come on, you could do crazy.
Yeah.
But as long as it's not too crazy, people can come in and they can have their specially ordered for lunch. But if they want to have a big party, they give you just an hour's notice, or maybe a day would be more polite. And then they can come in and they can have a really cool party with some really unusual foods. And this looks, oh, that's beautiful. Look at that.
I usually package in 5.
Yeah?
Yep. And then like there's a shrimp roll.
That is nice. That is very pretty.
And then there's a tempura shrimp roll.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's. Oh, look at that.
There you go.
I bet you, as soon as people see this, they're going to be getting in their cars just to come here and have this pretty food. That is very
So
lovely.
I can't cut this one because I don't have the wrap over it.
Yes.
But usually I put like a film over it, and then the avocado doesn't move, but I can try.
Oh, that's pretty good cutting.
I'll leave this one out.
That's pretty good.
Ooh.
Don't let me walk off with that knife.
All right.
Oh, that's very nice, John.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure glad you came to St. Clair.
Yeah, no problem.
This is very nice that Neimans has added this, and I hope that people come in and try it out. It is just beautiful, and you just have done just a great job. Thank you so much, John, for coming.
Yeah, no problem.
We're going to break now, and when we come back, we're going to have Heather Hislop here, who is the president of the St. Clair Garden Club.
I'm Dr. Lee Becker, Chief Medical Officer for Ascension River District Hospital. I'm speaking to you on behalf of the hundreds of outstanding physicians, associates, and volunteers who provide personalized, compassionate, high-quality health care at our beautiful hospital on South River Road. We've been proudly serving this community for more than 50 years. Even more important, we plan to continue serving this community for a long time to come. Always remember that we are here when you need us, 24 hours a day, right here, right now, today, and in the future.
Welcome back. Our guest today is Heather Hislop. She's the president of the St. Clair Garden Club. Heather, tell me what the St. Clair Garden Club does.
We usually work on beautification projects such as the gardens all around surrounding St. Clair, and we also provide support system to any other cultural events that go on in St. Clair as well. Primarily it's gardening and maintaining the beauty of St. Clair.
And it is. You really do.
It looks like a nice year too, doesn't it?
And it's hard work, isn't it?
Many people to help make it all work out beautifully.
People talk to you when you're there working in the gardens, don't they?
Yes, they do.
What kind of things do they say?
Well,
when
a lot of people are, having lunch or just taking a stroll, walking the dogs and things like that, and ask about different flowers and just, well, it's great because then Garden Club kind of gets acknowledged. The girls get acknowledged.
They do.
When
I
they
hear there's
do
a
go
lot of
down
thank
there.
yous. Even
yes,
people
there
will
are
say
a lot of
thank
thank yous.
And that really does big, because I know how hard that is to keep maintaining those gardens. It isn't just planting them. It's after they're planted, then you have to go periodically and weed.
Yes, and
it's my turn next week, so I
Really?
know about this.
Mine
yes.
was last week.
Oh, good. I hope you did a good job. So you weed the gardens, and then at the end of the year, we have to clean them up, of
Right.
course. So it's a lot of time and physical labor.
We've got a great group of women, wonderful volunteers. They're the best cooks, I swear, east of the Mississippi, bakers.
They are. They really
We've
are.
got some really very knowledgeable people in our group as well who know a lot about gardening, and
They do.
and share that knowledge with other members as well.
So what else do they do around town? I hear that they're sponsoring the farmers market.
Yes, they are. The farmers market, thanks to Linda Masana, she's been very active in putting that together with her team of people. and that's on Wednesday, starting at 7, I believe. And there's a variety of different things that you can buy, from vegetables to, I guess, birds' houses, and
soaps,
there's
I
some
saw.
creative people, honey,
some baked
then
goods.
the eggs, the egg lady and egg man and lady, and so.
And pretty
And
soon
then-
you'll start being the farmer's produce. I saw lettuce the last time
Yes,
I was
you'll
there.
start seeing lettuce.
And asparagus this week. But we don't usually start this early. Why did we start this early this year?
Well, the farmers were the ones who were anxious to do that because they had lots of plants ready because it's been a good growing season. So they wanted to get out there and share their goods too and be part of the community, and it's been very successful.
And
actually,
I heard something else too. I heard that pretty soon there's going to be a food truck there serving breakfast.
yes, there is. Yes.
So
all
you
sorts
can
of
go there
goodies
and
for
buy
that.
your stuff, buy your breakfast, and
Have a
walk
little-
across the street and sit by our gardens.
Right.
So how do you
Grab
get
a
the
cup of
money to
coffee.
do this?
Well, we try to raise funds on our own through. Next year, we're going to be doing a garden walk. This year, we did some bottle tags and just membership fees and things like that.
You have a green
And
sale.
treats. Yes, we do.
Yeah. And then an apple pie sale too, I
Yes,
think.
we have all. It's with the pantry. That
Yes.
includes all the baked goods that we put together and the pies, and we're going to be expanding that as well.
So if there's somebody in
do.
St. Clair that's really interested in gardening and might want to join the club, how do they do that?
They would want to call me,
Okay.
Heather Hislop, and they can reach me at 810-329-3315.
There's another way too. They could stop by the Chamber of Commerce office, and I
good.
have the pamphlet for the
Do you?
garden club. I do. So if they stop by, I can give them a pamphlet, and then they can reach out that way too. I can even take their name if it's fast, and I can
Right.
pass it on to you, Heather.
Correct. And then this way we send out a document that they can fill out where their interest levels are and just a little bit of background so we can have an idea of who that person is and then how they can fit into the rest of the group
Right.
as well. And
What
where
their
they
interest
fit in,
is, right.
interest levels are. So-
Where we can use them
Yeah.
in maintaining these gardens. Now, the monthly meetings are held at various places. What goes on at a meeting?
Basically, we're at the Congregational Church. We have had meetings in restaurants too. We go on field trips as well.
That's a lot of fun.
We have a lot of fun going places and doing things, and we have guest speakers that come in and talk to us after our little meeting, luncheon meeting, and so.
Well, that all sounded so much fun to me. I joined. So.
So did
Yeah,
I.
that's right. That's how we both joined. We heard all how much fun it was, and so we joined. And it is you're absolutely. It's a wonderful
group of
It
women.
is.
And
It is. So.
thank you for giving us this
Oh,
exposure.
not at all. The next time people come to town, they're supposed to look at the gardens and remember.
Call me.
That's right. And remember to, in their head, thank the St. Clair Garden Club. And if they're interested in joining, they can call Heather Hislop, or they can come in and see me at the chamber. And I've got a pamphlet that I can give you, and we'll make sure that you have as much fun as Heather and I have had since we've joined.
Wonderful.
Thank you,
Good.
Heather. Thank you so much
Pat.
for coming. We're going to be right back, and we're going to talk to Happy Dog Yoga.
I'm Dr. Lee Becker, Chief Medical Officer for Ascension River District Hospital. I'm speaking to you on behalf of the hundreds of outstanding physicians, associates, and volunteers who provide personalized, compassionate, high-quality health care at our beautiful hospital on South River Road. We've been proudly serving this community for more than 50 years. Even more important, we plan to continue serving this community for a long time to come. Always remember that we are here when you need us, 24 hours a day, right here, right now, today, and in the future.
Welcome back. Our next guest is Rhonda Jones, and she owns Happy Dog Yoga, which is right next to the chamber office. I watch them all go in and then all come back out all peaceful and calm, and I say, by golly, as soon as I have a spare minute, I'm going over there. So you'll see me this year at least.
I've heard that, Pat.
I know you've heard
Several
that.
times now.
I'm going though. It looks like so much fun. So, but you don't just do yoga there.
Nope.
What else do you do?
We do. We just expanded this year into Happy Dog Paddle Sports, and we're offering paddleboard and kayak rental currently right now just in 4 We partner with 4 municipalities up in the Port Huron, Fort Gratiot Township area.
So I know you have brochures. People can come there and get brochures,
Yes.
and so they can see how to do this. And
Yes.
but it's really a growing sport here in Michigan,
yes,
isn't
it really is. We have so much water access up here that a lot of people don't have. Maybe they don't have the resources or the equipment to get out on the water. So we've tried to set up and kind of partner with our local municipalities so that people can come to a public access beach, rent for a half hour, an hour, even up to a few days if they'd like to.
And
So-
to just try it out so
Yes.
they can see if they like it.
Yes.
I know that I was surprised to hear as it started spreading here because, as I told you earlier, my son out in California and my grandchildren have been paddle boarding, and they go to Lake Tahoe and some of those nice little lakes. And then when I heard they were actually doing it here, I says, well, that's good. When they come here, they can paddleboard too.
Yeah.
And I've watched them do it. I've never done it because I know where I'll wind up. But it's actually something everybody can do.
Oh, absolutely. The kayaks, the paddle boards. I've actually been teaching it for this will be my 3rd season through the studio because we offer paddleboard yoga. So we've been doing
Paddleboard
that.
yoga.
Yes. And so we just kind of built on that need to offer it outside the people that just come to the yoga studio. So now
Right.
it's available to anybody.
So paddleboard yoga, that would force you to really work on your balance then.
Yep,
is it?
and your core,
Oh,
and it changes
yeah.
the whole practice.
I
And-
would guess so.
And it's something too that it's not for just the young, super
Right.
fit people. And I think there's a misconception.
You're looking at me
about-
as you say this.
No, our average student at our studio is probably 50 years
Yeah,
old.
I watch as they go in there. All
yeah.
my friends are going
Yeah,
in there.
and so I'd
yeah.
like people to get over that they can't do yoga. It really has become accessible to everybody.
People were very excited when you came to St. Clair and when you opened up.
Yeah.
Before you started, people would walk by and talk to me about it all the time.
Yeah.
It was just nice that you were much more visible where you are. And
Yeah, we love our new spot.
People would be upset if you weren't there. And then to extend it so that there's other physical activities that anybody, as you said, they don't have to be terribly skilled to do that. So
Correct.
they can all participate.
Yeah.
That is just wonderful. So I want to go paddleboarding tomorrow. How do I do it?
You can call or you can book right on the website.
What's the website?
www.happydogpaddlesports.com.
www.happydogpaddlesports.com.
Yep. Or you can follow us on Facebook or Instagram.
Oh, good.
On the weekends, we're actually staffed at all the locations just to walk up and rent a piece of equipment.
And they can find out where the locations are by going on
Yes.
www.happydogpaddleboard.
happydogpaddlesports.com.
Happy Dog Paddle
Yeah.
Sports.
Yeah.
That's probably the easiest way. Although I
Yeah.
know you can't, if you walk by the chamber office, on the outside, if Happy Dog isn't open, they have brochures
Yes.
right there.
Yes.
And if they are open, you can come in and talk to them. But that's probably the easiest way is to grab one of the brochures or go on the website. Is there a phone number they can call as
Yeah,
well?
it's the same number as the yoga studio, so it's 866
866
853
853
9274.
9274.
Yeah, and they
that's-
can press either 1 for the yoga studio or 2 for the paddle sports. And we're just trying to take advantage of our short but beautiful Michigan summer.
Absolutely.
So you can rent a paddleboard. We're also offering yoga outdoor at a lot of different parks throughout the summer, at the St. Clair Harbor, along the New Palmer Park Boardwalk. Paddleboard right now and kayak rentals are really only up on the north end towards Port Huron for right now.
People need to hear about this outdoor yoga because it's real popular in other places, and I've seen it. I've also seen yoga inside Warwater, I should point
Yes,
out.
yeah,
That was a
we've
real
done that.
interesting one. Those
We've done
women
that.
were giggling all afternoon, but it's fun to see you take the yoga other places
Yes.
so that people get used to the idea that you can stretch and bend and move and feel
And
healthy.
just add it with some other fun things
well,
too.
plus
So-
by the river in Palmer Park.
Yeah,
How beautiful is that?
Yeah, and like this weekend we're doing movement and margaritas. We rented out the rooftop of Tio Gordo's in Port Huron, and
Yeah.
so we're just having some fun with it. It doesn't have to be all serious. It can
Right.
be fun. And
Oh,
just
it is.
moving the body, just
So
being healthy.
say that one again. It's yoga and margaritas.
Movement and margaritas.
Movement and margaritas. Yeah,
So
boy, you
we're-
know how
so
to do
we're-
this.
Yeah, so we're moving, and then we're eating tacos, and then we're having a margarita.
Oh,
so
that's you're very good at marketing this.
Yeah, so
You-
that's my teachers. We have
Yeah.
a great team, and it's kind of a big family now. The two companies are merged together. It's a big team, and everybody has input, and it's really all about them and what they can put together and come up with. So
That's the way it should be. If you're going to do that yoga and find your calm center place, then you are a good part of a team, aren't you?
Yes, yes,
Well,
for
that's
sure.
wonderful. Well, anything else you think we need to know?
no, thanks for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. Namaste.
Yeah, namaste.
That was very nice.
All right.
Let me explain what's coming up in the next few weeks. Next time we meet, it's St. Clair Community Mental Health Galley is going to be here. And then very soon after that, a new restaurant that's in this, right next to Neiman's, is Black and Blue Barbecue. Everybody's waiting for that. We want to see what they're going to feed us. And then Schoolhouse Grill is coming July 9th. And then Marine City Fish Company is coming. LaCroix's and Drifters is coming. And then in August, Big River Barbecue, Murphy Inn, and the new Simply Fresh Cafe that's just opening up in the plaza. And then the Inn Kitchen and Schoolhouse Grill. So there is lots and lots of more fun programming that's going to go on here at the marketplace. So thank you so much for tuning in, and be watching for the next episode.
You've been watching At the Market from Neimans Family Market in St. Clair. At the Market is brought to you by St. John Providence Hospital and CTV Community Television for Marine City and St. Clair. Join us again soon for another At the Market.